Hello everybody, this is a short video explaining homework at Sir Thomas Fremantle School from September 2023. A longer version of this video is available going into a bit more depth about learning if you'd like it, and a link to that is included with the letter in which you'll find this link to. Basically, we're just making some changes to homework at Sir Thomas Fremantle. We want it to be really effective and wanted to make some changes about how that fits into the rhythm of learning for your child. And homework works at its absolute best when it's a partnership between home and school and the student, a kind of triangle of trust. We talk about that there's a three-way relationship there. The aim of our homework plan is to make sure that we are using it as far as we possibly can to really build skills of independent learning, build skills that will become revision skills, that is challenging without being too challenging, and it's an opportunity to revisit and re-go over information in class so that people will start to feel really confident about learned material, and that in developing those independent skills that we build revision skills, as I've just said. We're going to be setting all homework through class charts. There's three ways that class charts works. Firstly, there's a parent app. There's plenty of information about that on our website, but if you need any help, please just let the office know. They can make sure that you're set up on class charts. That as students are bringing their own devices into school, they can access class charts through their own personal app, and then all of the homework will be set by teachers on the app as well. We won't be giving out homework planners, paper planners this year. We felt that we were duplicating where students were checking their homework, so it's all going to be app-based. You can get the app for Android or Apple phones as well, if you'd like. It will also communicate things relating to, for example, behaviour as well. Homework really is designed to help learning, that we want to see homework as an extension of school, somehow separate, but also part of it. I want to make sure that homework feels like it's really linked into lessons and that we build those revision skills. The reason that we do that is because remembering information, feeling really confident with information, is easier and better if you do it regularly and in short repeated bursts. This guy Ebbinghaus came up with a theory which shows that the more times you go back over information, the more of it sticks. The things that you do regularly and you do repeatedly, you tend to feel more confident about. Our homework is going to match with that theory. In order to support homework at home and to kind of give the very best chance of it working really well, just ask that you support your child to do it in a quiet, focused way. It's really important that they don't have a TV or music or any distractions on while they're doing their homework. It's much better for the brain if it can focus exclusively on that task. It only needs to be in short bursts. It doesn't need to be 2 or 3 hours at a time. It's also really helpful if you can encourage your child to do it in a regular and routined way, so they always do their homework at a regular time and place. All of the homework for Sir Thomas Fremantle will be set in the first lesson of any given week, so you don't have to do it straight away, but you can plan out when you're going to do it across our 2-week timetable. We will be teaching in tutor times and in assemblies, and I've already done an assembly on it. Really good techniques to help with revision, how to go over homework, how to learn from our knowledge organisers, which I'll talk about shortly. So that we're going to be giving skills. In September, for those parents who'd like to, I'm going to do a session on how to support independent learning, some of the techniques that I'm teaching to students, so you can feel really upskilled as well. Two main types of homework are going to be the first one, which is this retrieval, this idea of going back over information regularly and getting it to stuck in our heads. We have knowledge organisers. They are on our website. They are also going to be stuck into the first page of every half term for every subject of your child's book. So there'll be, for example, an English knowledge organiser, a maths knowledge organiser, a history knowledge organiser. They will contain the kind of core and basic information that your child needs to know in that subject across a term. The homework will be asking them to revise a very specific part of it, a small part of it, and then that will be quizzed on in the next lesson or a lesson just afterwards. So that means that that there'll be a revision task and then some quizzing to see how well that information has gone in. It might be that that is done on an app. We have a variety of quizzing apps. It might be done on a mini whiteboard. It might be done in the back of a book. But the key thing is that there's going to be quizzing, and there's going to be feedback that way almost instantly after the revision process has taken place at home. The second form of homework is kind of perhaps a more traditional understanding of homework. It is going to be set to have extended writing, maybe research tasks, maybe going back over vocabulary or practicing a particular skill learned in a lesson that needs a bit more depth and detail. So you might have learned about evaluation in history and your homework is to do an evaluatory paragraph. It might be that you've looked at a scene in Shakespeare in English and it's going to be trying to write about some of the themes that you've seen there. It might be that on occasion it's an exam question, although a lot of those will be done in class as well. So there's two different types. It will broadly be set for one task per 4 hours of learning. That means that if you've got English and maths and science where you see teachers more regularly, you'll be setting homework pretty much once a week. If you see someone less regularly, so in RE, I'll see people once a week, you'll get one homework task a month. So once every 4 hours. That hopefully means that students again can manage their work and don't feel overloaded, because we don't want that to happen. I've given here then, just to conclude, a rough guide about the amount of time in total per week that you'd get at different points during the year. And we slowly build that up. It may be that in year 10 and 11, when revision comes important, that you may want to at some points increase that homework. But we're hoping really, if we can start revising in year 10 and moving through to year 11, that short bursts of quite focused homework every night will mean that the revision package overall is really effective and doesn't need big intense bursts at the end. The aim really is to build skills over time and reduce stress and reduce anxiety, and means that exams really are just about high performance. That's the end of this short version of the video. There is a longer version where I talk a little bit more about learning and how it all connects together, if you'd like to see that another point. Thank you so very much for listening, and please do get in touch if there's anything I can do differently. Cheers.